Hey guys, Skip here, and I know I meant to get to this a little bit sooner, but we are going to get started on it tonight. I'm going to go ahead and do what I said I was going to do, be splitting the fuselage, removing all the other stuff, splitting the fuselage so I can put this tray in there and replace the servo. The servo got all messed up, and we're going to be doing a little bit of body work too because a lot of stuff got really bent. But I will be doing it on a, excuse me, with a speed lapse or time lapse photography mode, so you'll be able to watch this in fast motion, slow it down if you want to, but all the frames should be there. Okay, thanks for watching, hold tight, and we're going to get this repair rolling. just about finished up with all the structural work and all the gluing. Fixed the wing, fixed the supports. Interestingly enough, you know, it's amazing. You can tell how many people are working on these planes when they go through the assembly line. I mean, one wing is glued on really good. The other one had hardly any glue on it. That's why it almost tore off. On this side, actually this side right here, the mount wasn't glued on very well, and it almost came off. It would not have handled another flight had I not caught that. But everything's glued on back, nice and tight now. I did have to repair some foam. We did have some structural cracks and a couple of things up here. Had to split the fuselage to get that that mounting plate in. That gear plate was a son of a gun. I'll tell you what. Mounting gear plate up on this thing is I really thought it was going to be a lot easier, but I did do a lot of carving, and the thing has so many undercuts. I don't know if you saw the pile of stuff I took out of there, but man. So anyway, I'm just about done with this thing. All I've got to do now is just swap out the servo with the gear, and you know, put the doors and stuff back on. Final touches, I'm going to do the nose cone and this little collar after I go ahead and touch this up and get rid of the white and stuff and put some gray in there and maybe do a little filler in here. We'll clean it up a little bit, but for all intents and purposes, guys, she's pretty well structurally sound. The tray did come out pretty good in there. Actually, I think it did. It was like I said, a real nightmare. I thought it was going to be so easy splitting the fuselage. I split the thing back to here. And you know, putting it in after I'd gotten the old one out was a piece of cake. You just widen the fuselage and the thing goes in there. It's got all these splines and stuff, and it's already cut for it. But getting the old stuff out was a nightmare. They really had this thing glued in, boy. It was not intended to go anywhere, not easy. And that's tough plastic too, boy. I was by the way, I was trying it with everything from needle nose pliers to dike cutters, and I finally ended up having to use a Dremel tool to really get the whole carving of everything out and get it right down to just the stuff, the inlays that were still stuck and sandwiched into the foam. And they go in there a good almost a half an inch all the way around there. So yeah, they put this thing in sound. Anyway, hopefully we don't have any more real nasty bounced landings, and maybe, you know, we don't break our gear, so maybe it gets off the next time and I don't have all the other damage that went along with that. So I had to get something up for you guys. I know it's been a while. My folks were coming into town, and then all of a sudden the weather changed, and the last second they didn't. But in the meantime, I'd been going like crazy getting my stuff up, the house all done and everything clean, and you know, the yard looking good. You're having a place for them and stuff, blah blah blah. But nah, anyway, just as well. I mean, I don't like to see them driving in bad weather and stuff like that. I'd rather see them, you know, come during the nicest time of the year where we can do something. Maybe I get my dad out flying, you know, flight type thing, you know, Josh and his dad kind of thing. Anyway, figure I owed you guys a view, progress note kind of thing, where we're at. I've got just a little little stuff to do. Basically just put the wood in. Wood's going to be the last thing to go in after I get all the mats and everything else in there, and the gear, and then the wires tucked down. The wires are going to run underneath the wood, and then I'll put the wooden tray back down in there, put the canopy on, and like I say, after I put a little bit of touch-up paint on the underside of this, because that's where it kind of really bought it a little bit. Then I'll put on the pieces, the couple of pieces here I've got, and no sin, should look pretty good. I did remove the gear door for the simple sake that it was kind of mushed, and I had to reshape the foam under there so that the gear door would actually come back and line up flat when it closes. So that'll go on one of the last things too with the gear. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Not something I'd wish on anybody having to do. The wing repairs, you know, that was actually pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Bottom line is I shouldn't have run it off the end of the runway, but you know, the gear gave out at the last second. It did. I don't think I had a choice. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to get this jet finished up this weekend by hook or by crook, and get it all together, and we'll show you how it works. Okay, thanks for watching.